everyone, and welcome to the Industry Show. I am your host, James Winborn, and today I'm here with Trevor and Troy. What's up, y'all?
What's up, sir?
What's up, my brother?
How y'all doing, man? Thank y'all for blessing the set with y'all appearance.
Thanks for having us, man. Thanks for having us.
So I like to start with just one question that I ask all my guests is, how did y'all get into acting? So y'all can tell y'all story there.
You're going to be different.
Yeah.
You're going to be different.
Okay.
So professionally, it's interesting because we actually started with a novel. Our background is really in music. We wrote songs and we produced and we had our own studio. And if you would have told either of us that this is where we'd be, you know, almost 20 years later, probably more than 20, we would have never believed it because all we wanted to do, we wanted to be Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. We wanted to be Teddy Riley.
And music vibe.
Music vibe. But we wrote a true story novel, and my brother decided that it would make a good movie.
Okay.
Because people always told us in our lives, look, y'all need a show, man. Y'all are hilarious. We was the class clowns, and we entertained the troops, and they said, yo, y'all need a show.
Now, let me stop you real quick. When you said it could be a good movie, did y'all have any idea of what meant to process any of that?
No
That you just said it?
No idea.
Never made a film and never wrote a script.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Script, anything. So we got a couple of books, and we kind of taught ourselves how to write the screenplay, an adaptation from the novel.
Okay.
And well, again, this was his idea. I'm like, I was kind of skeptical at first, but
Learning curve.
Yeah. We did that. So we got together and wrote the script, and we actually he submitted the script to a couple of film contests, and we actually won. And we got a budget to do. It was a small budget, like $3,500 to do the film.
That'll work.
And people came on and did the movie and the short film. I think out of the book, we wrote a full length script. It was 120 pages, but we took a short portion of it and made the short film.
Okay.
And yeah, we've been doing it since then, and that was 2008.
About
2008.
Yep.
Wow. So you writing the script, did you have any idea how to write a film script?
No, like you said, we pretty much just
Did you write it like a play, maybe? Like he speaks, he speaks like that.
And I didn't, when we first started doing that, like I didn't want to go into it and have something that somebody looks at like, what is this?
Right.
We actually studied first before. We didn't know how to format a script.
Right.
Any of that kind of stuff, because we were songwriters. Like we knew how to write songs. And we're like, wait a minute, let's get some books. Let's take some classes. Do whatever
to learn.
And then we dug into the actual formatting of the screenplay.
Okay.
So yeah, but before that, I had never written a screenplay before. That was the first time.
That is an amazing
we
story.
have never written a book before.
Yeah, never written a book either.
Like I said, we wrote songs, but we never wrote a book. So everything was pretty rough in the beginning.
So it's a process to that too.
It is.
Yeah, it's a process to that
And
too.
they're all different. They're all three different.
Wow.
Songs,
manuscripts,
books,
and screenplays, different.
all different.
Totally different.
And I heard you just say, if you were told like 20 years later where you would be at now, you would never see this. Like,
no.
That's an amazing story to start that. Like somebody just put that in your ear. Like, hey, this should be a movie.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah,
and look at you now, right?
I'm talking about we had guitars as kids. We had drum sets. Even when we did the music production, he produced most of the music, and I wrote the songs. It's always been a partnership creatively, and that's all. We did that for a long time since we were kids.
Wow.
It was just music, sports here and there. Like he played football and I played basketball.
Okay.
That kind of thing, but never thought about being in front of a camera doing acting or writing screenplays.
Awesome. So when y'all started digging into your acting bug, did someone inspire y'all on TV or anything that I want to be like this person?
Definitely.
Who was it?
We would always watch now we're going to tell our ages now. We would always watch like Good Times and
absolutely
and difference. We would see Arnold and Willis and we're like, we want to be different strokes and like we want to be that have that lifestyle and
George Jefferson was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Watch the Jeffersons and watching the Brady Bunch and all this like I want to be on TV.
Family oriented shows and stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
But we liked old school movies. I liked Portier, and we watched all the great
Portier and Cosby,
James
one of my
Earl
favorite
Jones,
duos right there.
Absolutely, James Earl Jones, and
yeah.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah. The list goes on and on.
Sure.
That's awesome, man. I love that story.
Absolutely.
So to date, what has been your proudest role in your acting career?
Mine's definitely has to be. I played Gregory Hines.
I can see it.
It's crazy
been telling us that for years.
Since high school, it's like I get on an elevator and there's like a 70-year-old white lady in the elevator and says, you know what, you look like that dancer. I'm like Gregory Hines. Yeah.
But question: Can you tap though? Can you tap?
I couldn't.
Not in the beginning.
I had never tap danced before. We break danced when we were younger. We were into hip hop and break dance and all that stuff. But I had never tapped. And I had to learn, so it was like intense, 3 months of just trying to learn the basics. Because, and that's another. We were just talking about this in the car. Actors don't have to be a person of all abilities.
Right.
You know, Denzel Washington doesn't have to be a trumpet player. He just has to look like he
a
can
trumpet
play.
player, right?
That's it. So I had to learn enough where I could look like a tap dancer. And I said, guess what? Now I'm gonna leave the rest to the cinematographer and the editor. That's it. So, but yeah, you know, I'm like, I'm never going to say, I will never ever be a Gregory Hines. That's just not going to happen.
Okay.
But guess what? I can look like it.
Right.
I can act like it.
Act like it, right?
You did pretty good. You just kept it simple, and the editing job was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I think you
Definitely don't take credit for what I did, because
Right.
I really didn't have to do much. It was all like the director and the cinematographer, the editor. They made it look like
Pumping that vision out.
Trev, you can tap dance. I'm like, not a lick.
Right.
Not one bit. Nope, not at all.
All right. So do you have a moment?
Yeah, for me, it's you know, I've done several films. You know, we did a movie with Adam Driver, and I could pick, you know, any big film that we've been a part of and that we've done. But for me, I work for a nonprofit organization called Film Factory, and I've done 3 films throughout our cohorts. I love working with the youth, and how hard they work. They inspire me to want to do these films with them. I work in the talent department, and the 3 films that I've done with them, I'm proud because I watch the growth of these kids. I see how dedicated they are making these movies, and those are my proudest films.
Okay. So speaking of the Film Factory, I wanted to get into that next. So you just let me right into that. So explain your roles in the Film Factory, because I had Eli and Lou on my show before already, and we talked about this program, and I think it's great. It's an awesome thing y'all doing with the youth in the city, and people that the young adults too, and all that. So tell me your role in the.
So I'm more involved. So Twin Tone Entertainment is our company, and he's probably more hands on with it than I am. He runs the behind the scenes and so forth, even though it's our partnership. So I'm actually more involved with the Film Factory than he is. He does help us from here to there.
Okay.
But I'm part of the talent department, and very recently I just started teaching screenwriting at the program.
Right.
So I think we're in like our 4th year now. So yeah, it's going strong, and it's amazing to see how many more people keep coming.
Coming too, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially, and I was telling Eli and Lewis, I wish I had this opportunity when I was a teenager to be into film, even though I wasn't inspired at the time. But if if it was introduced, I probably would have.
Sure.
I didn't even think about film.
I agree with that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this would have been amazing, especially if you're talking about summer camps and stuff like that. Instead of you learning stuff you learned for the last 10 months, I want to do something else. That's fun.
And it's funny because we've worked with them. They've directed us in movies, and we've worked with them. We've been knowing them 12 years. You know, they're like our sisters, and we had always had these conversations that they wanted to do this, and I'm so proud of them for not just saying that they want to do it and actually doing it.
Yeah.
I remember years ago when they were talking about doing it, and now we're doing it.
Yeah, and I commend them a lot for what they're doing in the city as far as networking. Just if you talk about network, the event we were just at a couple months ago, like that, we need more of that in Philadelphia as far as this industry. And we're way behind Atlanta and New York and LA and all that. But
so he and I, we got this thing that we live by. We like rebuild Black Wall Street. If anybody knows what that was or what it meant. Forget the burning of it, but what did that look like before that happened?
Right.
And that's exactly what needs to happen here. That's, like you said, you brought up Atlanta. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
We have to look past that money and look past our egos and look past our conflicts and come together and make these movies. Who's sitting on $1 million? No one's sitting on $1 million
Right.
to throw away on movies. So
Right.
but guess what? I know so many people with lots of film equipment and lots of talent and locations. If we have the things that we really need, we got to close our eyes to this money aspect and just make the money will come. You got to come together and build this community, and the money will come. We need to have a place where we can build a surplus of money to start distributing and making movies with, and then making more money. But you know, some people can't get past that money aspect of it.
Yeah, that's
either what my pay is or what something's going to cost. We just talked about locations. You just have to be resourceful and, like you just said, network. And those events are important.
Very important.
You'd be surprised who has locations that you can.
Yeah,
but you got to know them.
for free. For free.
You got to know the people.
It's unfortunate that human nature is people would rather have $500 now instead of seeing the long term and saying, if I invest my time, which, you know, we all have plenty of time. And as long as we wake up in the morning, we have time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You rather have $500
like that.
instead of look at the $500,000 that you can make by just investing some time. Well, my time is worth money. And in the words of Judge Judy, your time is worth bubkiss to anybody else but you. But yourself. So this is a team. You can't come in here preaching to us that your time matters. No, it doesn't matter here. All of our time matters.
It's got to be about the art too.
We're
all here to create something.
It's got to remain about the art. Everybody wants to get paid, but we need to be true to our artistry, and we need to be dedicated to.
I want to get paid.
Being an artist. everybody wants to get paid.
In the long run, yes, we do.
Everybody
we got to start somewhere. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I wanted to ask you more about working with the children in the program. When you talk about writing with them, do you see a huge difference between their mindset, maybe that they don't have any experience writing this? But I think children's minds, or teenagers, I should say, is not like adult mind. You know, it's more, I guess, wild. I guess I should say.
Sure.
So how do you structure that
I'll say
to make it,
they're products of this new age that we live in,
Computer
this
age,
technology. They're products of that.
Yep.
And unfortunately, not all of them, but they want to see things done in that same downloadable, microwavable AI fashion.
Okay.
I think it's important, indicative upon us who have been around for some time, to let them know anything that's done fast, most of the time don't last. And I know that's a rhyme. Sometimes you got to build it with good bricks. You got to build, I know how they build.
After the show.
Yeah, I know how they do skyscrapers now. They're trying to cut costs and cut time and everything, but most of the time the buildings aren't strong. It's not a strong structure, a strong foundation.
Right.
So I have a really unorthodox way of teaching screenwriting because I want people to be storytellers. I can show you how to structure the screenplay and so forth, but I need you to really understand the elements of telling a story, because that's what we do as screenwriters. We're storytellers. We're not writing movies. We're writing screenplays.
Right.
Get yourself out of the visual of what we're doing and tell the story. Know how to spell. Know your punctuation. Know about run-on gerunds. Know about the basics of writing first before you start saying, "Hey, I'm going to write the next Matrix."
Right.
You're not going to write the next Matrix if you don't care that a comma goes
Matrix
in its
didn't
proper
write the
place.
next Matrix.
Yeah, that guy was a pro. He was a
Right.
pro, and he had 10 rewrites on that screenplay. He's a pro.
Right.
But it's just the way the process
Yeah,
is.
rewrites are important.
Rewrites are important.
Gotta have
That's just the
patience.
way it is. But if you don't know the base, I think people should. I try to teach them focus on creative writing, and then once you have that down, you can write songs, you can write screenplays, you can write stage plays if you know about creative writing.
Movies are not microwavable; they're in the oven, so they take it.
Yeah,
They take a long time to
You
bake.
got to preheat it, and you got to
There
let
you
it
go.
cook.
There
and
you
gotta
go.
let it cook.
There you
Yeah,
go.
you got to let it
Slow
cook.
cooker. Slow
So,
cooker.
so having an opportunity to go through y'all filmography, I should say, I came across a movie y'all did called The Holding, right? And what I noticed about that movie, what it stood out to me, was y'all were executive producers and y'all starred in it.
Yes.
So what's it like wearing hats like that, multiple hats on set? That's what I really want to talk about.
You know what? I don't even think that that's something that most independent filmmakers would not understand, because you have to be both.
Yeah, yeah.
It's you come up with an idea, like you just said. Nobody just has $1 million laying
Sitting
around.
there, yeah.
Yes. So then, what do you have to do? You got to get funding. You got to get this. You got to just do all the footwork. Yeah, most independent filmmakers are going to wind up starting as the executive producers and then going down to actual producing and pre-pro and all that stuff, and then being casted possibly. So yeah, that's just a hat that you have to wear until you're a Tyler Perry and you have like
Right. Other
Lionsgate
people.
That we don't really want to wear. I don't want to wear the producer
No.
hat, the director hat. I
Not
don't
at
want to
all.
wear those hats.
Nope.
He'll tell you when we start a film from beginning to end, the prep, and then we forget. We argue because we're going on set one day with a film that we wrote, that we're producing, now here's film day. Now we're on our way. We forgot 10 things because now we were focused on our character.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah,
it's a lot.
It's difficult, right? Yeah,
Very.
people think it's easy, but that's what I really wanted to get into. It's a lot to remember to do.
Yep.
Even me starting this show today, I had a lot to remember. It's a lot when you have so many things to do. And I thought that was interesting when I saw it. I was like, "Hey, EP didn't and it starred in it." Like you talking about lines, not just lines. Just
Thank God it's a lot of hurry up and wait time making movies, especially from an actor's standpoint, because we need that time when you're wearing both those
downtime.
hats to decompress and get into character, because it's been hectic already.
Right.
I'm already ready to say, you know what, the hell with this.
right.
That's it. Just stop everything. Now you got to all right, let me take it down. Let me focus on my character. And even though I know all these things are wrong, I can delegate and get people to do certain, so I can focus on being in front of the
And
camera.
it's human nature. Like nobody can, no matter what
man's
you're
an
working
island.
on, no man is an island. And if you're focusing on finances and money, which if you start any business, whether it's an entertainer, I don't care if you're opening a grocery store, if you're worried about the money and stuff, you're probably going to lose out on which I forgot this wasn't stocked and that wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So
Yep.
wait, we have no lettuce.
point.
Yeah, because I was trying to worry about the business. I'll say so. There's no lettuce at all. Nope. No. Yeah, because you just can't. You
just
have
forget.
to have people to delegate certain things. And unfortunately, like I said, a lot of independent filmmakers, we just don't have that.
Right.
So,
But they say a jack of all trades and a master of none, right?
every time I look up, I see something else. Tyler Perry's this. Tyler, you know why? Because he's got Lionsgate, who's a $1 billion company.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
all he has to do is give them
Snap
a
of the
project,
finger, yep.
and they just sign the check, and then he goes.
And let's go. Yeah.
That's the rest.
Coming soon for us. Coming soon.
That would be lovely.
I would love that. I would love that.
So I'm starting to hear this buzz in the industry, Cineflex.
Yes.
Cineflick.
Yeah, so please
Shout out to Cineflick.
Yes.
Cineflex. Yeah, please explain what this is, how it works, what's your goals for it, all that.
So I want to say thanks to a friend of mine, a colleague, Marlon Reed, actually turned us on to it. It's a independent streaming network, and CJ is my guy because his mindset. He's one of the owners of the company.
Okay.
He has this slogan where he says, "Independent films don't need." What's it funding? They just need a place to be. They need a home.
They need a home.
They just need a home, and he's providing
Yeah.
that. The company's actually based in Maryland, but you see, it's reached all the way up here. I'm gonna talk to him about opening up a branch here.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do
we should
that.
open up a Philly wing,
Yeah.
and one in New York. We can open them
Yeah.
up all over the country. But it's offering opportunities for people to showcase their projects. Without going through all the it's paperwork involved. This is a legit.
Yeah, it's a legit
we
thing,
signed
yeah.
contracts. It's good contracts too.
Yes.
It's a legit company, legit business. But people just need the opportunities out there without the
all the red tape
the red tape and the politics of Hollywood and who can get in and who can. And
Right.
no, they literally welcome people who they know put their hard work into making a product and giving them some place to showcase
Give it a platform.
That's good. That's good that this opportunity is out there for us. Not just YouTube or something like that. I mean, everyone tries to go through Tubi and things like that, Prime and all that. But that's good. I heard a lot. I heard a lot of good things about this through Tyrone and Charles too.
Tyrone. So it's going to grow
Harris,
too.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
seeing it grow.
They've been telling me about it, and I definitely want to put one of my films on there too. So I want to talk to you about that too. But,
Absolutely.
So it is an opportunity to make a little income too
Yes.
for us out there. I mean, can y'all talk about that a little bit? I mean, the people are just hearing this for the first time, so
Absolutely. We always encourage people, so they want to find out how to see the film. Well, you have to go get a subscription like you would anything else, of course, and that's how we get paid. That's how the company gets paid. That's how they pay us. So we need you to subscribe. People will go on and say, "Oh, I can't just click on and watch it." Nah, you got to subscribe.
And
you do.
we really need people to understand that that subscription is not so much. A lot of people just may not know the dynamics of filmmaking and all that kind of stuff. But subscribing to something like this, the main thing is that it gives resources for this to continue. So it's not like you're buying Troy and Trevor Mercedes.
right, right.
You said no. Guess what? Your subscribing keeps this going.
Keeps the company growing, it keeps it
financing,
going,
and
absolutely.
expansion. But a lot of people just like, well, I don't want to subscribe to that because that's just money like going in an artist's pocket, and it's like that's really not the dynamic. Because none of us are getting unless this becomes a Netflix, or an Amazon.
When it becomes
Right.
Absolutely.
When it
into
becomes
existence,
a
yeah.
Netflix, yes, because it absolutely will.
But if you tell me if you agree. When we had a conference call with some of the board members and some of the founders, a week or two ago, and if you listen to everyone us all talking, we want our stuff to be viewed.
Right.
It's always a business side to it, but we're all artists when it comes down.
Yeah,
to it.
absolutely. Yeah.
We want the opportunity for our stuff to be viewed,
And nobody sees it, and what are we doing it for?
What are we
Right,
doing it for?
right.
Somebody needs
If
to
it's
see
kept in that little, just your circle of friends, I
right.
want to expand it.
The money is secondary.
I had the opportunity one of my films to be shown in Atlanta, and I was and Charles was in it actually too, and Tyrone, matter of fact, they both was in it. So it was awesome to come outside of Philadelphia with something like how people got my eyes on my stuff.
That's right.
So I understand what you just said. That's what we do it for.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
For people to see it.
They have to see it. Yep.
I would love to be the NBC movie of the night one day. You know.
Exactly.
Too often as independent filmmakers, and we've all been there, we make our movie and then we have a premiere day and everybody comes out and it's a great night for the independent filmmaker
Yeah.
and everybody who's out to support it. But after that, then what?
Right.
And
So
then
that's
it
what
just
Cineflick-
dies out.
That's what Cineflick is. And honestly, I hope it inspires more people to, to start this also.
Right.
So we're not dependent on. I don't want to keep like I'm beating on Hollywood, but they're the big dogs.
Hey, that is right. Right.
Thing. But if we can go independent, and you see the growth of independent, if they have a category in the Academy Awards for that, they know the power, the strength.
They know the expansion.
The expansion.
And
of
a lot of
independent
people
films.
don't know about that category.
Come on, man.
That, independent filmmakers can win Grammys and Oscars and all that.
Oscars
Yeah.
Yep.
We're in there.
And just with that, even if you're a company that is, because pretty much what I like to say, we're all pretty much cash poor. But just by having that recognition, that makes you that much more bankable.
More bankable.
Yeah.
Just by winning that. If you didn't have any money and you get recognized at the Academy Awards, that makes you valuable.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
it.
Just being a nominee.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just being nominated.
Nominated.
I got nominated before. I'm like, that's
felt good,
I didn't
right?
win. Absolutely,
good,
yeah.
yeah.
Somebody saw my work.
I got nominated for Best Actor in Us Against Them. This film is on Cineflix. Cineflix again, and I don't care if I didn't win. I got
So
nominated.
your stock has now risen.
Congratulations.
My
Right.
up.
Your
I
stock
went up.
just went up.
Put that in there. That's right. So if everything goes right for y'all in the next 5 years, what does success look like for the both of y'all?
You know what? And he says this all the time. And, I get it. It's a blanket statement. But, when we're like having personal conversations, he says, I just want to make movies, man. I just want to make films. I mean, whatever that means, for us in the future, as actors or, writers or whatever. He's like, I just want to make movies. And I want people to
and be able to make them without limitation, without financial. I just want to be able to make good projects.
See our
and inspire
visions just
people.
come into
to life,
fruition and our performances and the things that we love to do. And like I would love to, even like you said, the raps and music and stuff. I would just like to see it all just materialize.
Right.
And that doesn't mean I want to be a millionaire or I want I would just like to see what we love to do, appreciate it.
Because it's funny for me. I know we talked maybe almost a year ago about The Rhythm, one of the films that's on Cineflix, and I'm like,
Gregory
man,
Hines,
that was such a good movie. But now, where is it now? And so many people didn't have the opportunity to
see it, yeah.
So now people do have the opportunity to see it. And I can't tell you the comments that we've gotten. I didn't know y'all. Oh my God, I can't wait to see this. Because now they know about it. If they don't know, then they don't know.
I gotta jump in and say I do not tap. I already told you. Keep saying you don't know I can tap dance. I can't.
But it's like
He's been tap dancing through life for his whole. I don't know what he's
like.
through life.
So it's like a rebirth of life. Your film is now rebirthed. You got so many other people who haven't seen it. It's like it just came out.
Brand new.
And what it's inspiring us to do, because most of the things on Round and Round is new. We actually had done we stopped doing Round and Round, the bartending show, for a while. But now we got somewhere to show. Now we just recently started doing it again. A lot of the things of ours that you see on Cineflix is not new.
Right.
But guess what we've been doing now? Getting ready to make new stuff because we have somewhere to put it.
I love it. I love it.
Now we have somewhere to show it. Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
Exactly.
So I got a fun question for y'all. All right. So who would play each of you in a Hollywood version of yourself? They wouldn't have to be twins today, but this.
Who would play me?
I think Lorenz Tate.
Oh, Lorenz. Okay.
Yeah, Lorenz Tate to play me.
Okay.
Okay, that's not. Yeah,
that gotta be somebody small.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's why.
Lorenz Tate. I like his style.
I'm trying to think. I would like to say Kevin Hart. That's it. Now I got to think about likeness.
Okay.
I was going both. I was going on my mannerisms, and I was going on all.
Lorenz Tate is I don't. Oh man. I would have to say Gregory Hines could play me.
Yeah,
Gregory Hines.
He's not here.
Yeah,
so.
Well, yeah, I don't think that'd be a little bit challenging.
He'd be the best person to play me, I think, in my. According to what everybody's saying, I guess I look that much like him. So I mean, yeah, that was a good one. That's a good question.
We're gonna go Kevin Hart. We're gonna go Kevin Hart.
Okay, we can definitely go Kevin Hart. Yeah.
So if the two of you had to star in a buddy cop movie together, who's the serious cop?
Oh, me.
He would definitely.
You? Oh, y'all both agree with that, huh?
Yeah. He's
I'm
just
way more laid back than. It's funny because I'm still a police officer. He was, but he's retired. But he was a lot more. I'm trying to think of to say he was a lot more proactive.
Okay.
Than I was. I'm literally my mentality when it comes to policing is kind of like firemen.
no troubles.
No troubles. No. Nothing going on is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I know so many police officers that are they're good at it, and we need that too. I got a family that need that kind of protection out there. They know how to find stuff happening, and take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of more reaction. If it happens, then I'll handle it.
Right, I'll handle it. Yeah.
I got I had a long time to do this job. Oh yeah,
I had my magnifying glass.
Oh, man, yeah.
Is that a drug transaction?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, two blocks down the street. They selling it.
That looked like about $2,000.
Yeah, I was definitely that radio call cop. If a radio call come out, I'll go get it.
Really? How long you been on the force?
27.
Oh, okay. Congrats. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's been a while. He's got some
riding
stories.
Mm-hmm.
That's why in our careers, we played cops in several, movies.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to play.
I don't want to.
I'm so tired of playing.
I mean, you lived that life.
And that's the thing too. It's nothing like what I do day to day. I'm like, this is who says halt. We don't say who says halt.
Freeze! Or I'll shoot.
Okay.
Warning shots.
Is that what it is?
Ain't none of that, right?
No.
In the real world.
In the real world,
None
no.
of that.
Or the CSI where there's like a murder scene scene, and nobody can find a clue.
For sure.
And then the lieutenant comes and finds like a pubic hair on a tree.
Right.
I'm like, no.
Unrealistic.
That's
right.
just never.
Yeah, sometimes that stuff
all
is
them,
really
all them
far-fetched.
all them movie cliches,
That's not
man.
gonna happen.
Not how it really is.
Half of that stuff just goes unsolved because we can't find it.
Because
Right.
we can't find it. Nobody.
He's
was
like, what do you
willing
mean
to
you
talk
didn't
to
do?
us.
There's an eyelash right here. What? No, it don't happen like that.
So do y'all have a favorite movie?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Probably for me, like a Harlem Nights, and I'll tell you why. Because so many decades of cinema are represented
In that one movie.
In
that
one movie.
particular
Yes.
So yeah, probably something like Harlem
I
Nights.
heard Kevin Hart talk about that the other day.
Yeah,
It's
probably
really-
Harlem
that
Nights.
that's a great. You know what? I guess for me, it's more actors than favorite films because I can say like my favorite actor. Of course, I love all their films. And it's like I don't have like one particular film that is. Like Denzel is my favorite actor, of all time. So I could say like, Malcolm X,
Right.
was really great. I really felt like that was Malcolm X.
Oh, he was crazy.
So yeah, I would have to say that. It's definitely a lot easier for me to say who my favorite performers are
Okay.
than their works because like I love all his work. So yeah.
Okay. So that was I was going to ask you that now who your favorite actors, but you just answered that.
Yeah,
So for me,
it would be- I have more than one. It would be Denzel and I would say Denzel Washington, Tom Hanks, and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wow.
All their bodies of work because they played like real life.
Not Samuel?
I'm not a big Sam
So,
Jackson
so
fan.
for me, Morgan Freeman,
Yeah.
James Earl Jones. I don't know. Maybe I'm showing my age. I like.
They goats.
Yeah.
Let me retract that.
Portier.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say
guys
I'm
like
not a
that.
Sam Jackson fan. That was wrong for me to say that because
Right.
I love Sam Jackson. I'm gonna say I'm not his work, like the stuff that he's done. I'm not like are my favorite films.
Yeah, that's for me too. I go on bodies of work. So if I can go on an actor's IMDb page and I can find movies, I'm like, now why on earth did he do that?
Right. Yeah.
But you take like you said, a guy like Denzel, every single movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Samuel Jackson's one of my
Yeah.
favorite.
Bang,
actors.
bang, bang, bang.
Morgan Freeman,
one of
every
the
single
Every
movie. I'm
film.
like, yo,
Yeah.
look at his
Every
body
film,
of work.
Morgan
Yeah, it's
But now
tremendous.
Sam Jackson, you can he's probably across the board for all the genres.
Oh, yeah.
he
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do. He can hit
Oh,
them
yeah.
all.
Oh, yeah.
Denzel's great at what Denzel does.
Yeah.
DiCaprio's great at what they do. But
Yep.
Sam Jackson can be funny. He can be dramatic. He
Right.
he can do it all.
Right.
There are Sam Jackson films that I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Snakes
Formula
on the Plane.
54.
Oh yeah, it was the snakes in the plane, right?
Snakes on the
Yeah, I mean it was
Plane.
stuff that like why,
Make
but
sure Sam don't see this. Make sure.
I know, right? Yeah.
That's why I had
Sorry,
to take that
Sam.
back. I was like, Sam, I want to work with you. Like,
Right.
So yes, I love him as
I
an
do.
actor.
Yeah, I do
Brilliant
too.
actor.
He's great.
But
Yeah.
some of his films, I'm just
He's
like,
different. He's different because he could do anything. He could become anything. He can do. He can do
absolutely.
it all.
Yeah.
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 Well, I really thank y'all so much for blessing your appearance with us on the set today.
Absolutely.
Y'all definitely put some knowledge in me. I'm sure y'all put some knowledge into people watching.
I can't wait to read your script.
Hey,
I can't wait to read the script.
thank you.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. I'm proud of y'all, man, for real.
Proud of you,
I'm
man.
glad to have the opportunity to meet y'all and have this conversation with y'all. I wish y'all nothing but the best with the streaming network. We're gonna talk because I need to get my
Absolutely,
film
we
in
are.
there.
And wishing you the best with this, man. We need these kinds of things. So
Yeah,
we can
absolutely.
find
Let's
out.
keep it going,
When
man.
somebody invites us to this stuff, we're honored, man. I'm like,
Absolutely.
you want to talk to us?
Yeah, of
about you.
course.
To hear about
Of
us.
course. I first, and I'll tell this real quick. I got a couple of minutes. I saw y'all at a film festival. I think it was in 2017 down at the University of Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
campus.
I
That's
remember.
when I first saw y'all. I didn't really get a chance to speak y'all, but I was like, oh wow, I was like,
Yep.
brothers, twins and all that. And then I started to learn about y'all as the years go by. So I never had the opportunity to sit down with y'all, but I've been watching y'all. So
Thank you.
I've seen y'all with the work y'all do at the Film Factory and all that. So
Appreciate it.
hats off to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in today. I'm James Winborn for Trevor and Troy. It's the Industry Show. Have a good day, y'all.